Alrighty, guys, I made the mistake of underestimating Joseph Kosinski's Top Gun Maverick before. And when I even say underestimating, I don't mean that I was thinking the movie was going to be bad or anything. I just had zero excitement, zero anticipation as somebody who didn't have much nostalgia at all for the original Top Gun and thought the trailers looked interesting, but nothing spectacular. I really underestimated the movie. Lo and behold, I went to see Top Gun Maverick because everyone was saying it was one of the best movies of the year, and it was one of my favorite theater experiences that I've ever had. And I will not make that same mistake again. Just because Kosinski is making the F1 movie starring Brad Pitt, and it looks like it's basically taking the same concept of let's get you as close to the action in Top Gun Maverick's case with the planes, but in F1's case with the race cars, let's get you as close to the action as humanly possible. Let's make it as intense as possible. Let's do it the best that they can do. And it looks exciting. I think that the trailers have looked really exciting. Now, I guess I should say earlier that, while I haven't underestimated this movie necessarily, I think it could be great and all, it hasn't really been at the top of my radar just because it's been quietly going along, releasing trailers here and there. But all of a sudden, the movie is a couple weeks away, and I'm very excited to watch it. And just based on the trailers alone, based on the track record, Brad Pitt, obviously great actor. But now we have our first reactions to the movie, and they are quite good. So let's go through a couple of these Twitter reactions here, these initial reactions to the film, and let's see what people have to say about it because they are quite good. So this person says, wow, F1 movie is an action-packed, thrilling look at the world of F1 racing with lots of grit. The sound, score, and cinematography are flawless. That's it. That's really high praise. Okay, moving on here. Let's move on to this reaction. The F1 movie is so freaking good. It has all the adrenaline, heart-pacing story, and character that completely fleshes out this movie into excellence. I can only imagine how much more I would love this movie if I was a fan of F1 racing. Maybe I am now, ? So that's interesting because that's where I'm coming from. I'm somebody who doesn't really watch F1 racing, and so I'd be interested to see, okay, I mean, just like how Top Gun Maverick, I wasn't that interested in planes or aviation or anything like that, but the movie made it so intense and so even for somebody who's not really into that kind of stuff, it made it super awesome to watch. And so I'd be interested to see if I have a similar reaction to F1 because I'm not super into the sport, but I'm very interested in the movie. Next reaction, buckle up. The F1 movie is a high-octane thrill ride. It's one of those films that you go to the movies for. Brad Pitt and Damson Idris are both dynamic. This is Top Gun for F1 racing fans. Truly a racing movie for a new generation. That's also, I mean, that's super exciting because what a successful movie, in my opinion, for F1 is Top Gun Maverick, but for racing. And I think that that's a really exciting reaction. Let's read one more here. Joseph Kosinski's F1, the movie, hits the gas and doesn't stop. The races are epic. The sound design, editing, cinematography, performances, and music are all top-notch. You definitely feel shades of Top Gun Maverick in that it plays like an old school summer blockbuster. What a ride. Okay, so guys, I mean, reading these first reactions here, this is basically everything that I could have ever hoped for F1 the movie. I think that, I'm not expecting this movie to be nominated for any Oscars, although Top Gun Maverick, I think, was nominated for Oscars, so you never know, right? You never ever know. But really what I'm expecting and I'm hoping for now is just a blast, a great summer blockbuster, a movie that really thrills you. And what I love hearing as well is that so many people are talking about the sound design. To me, one of the most underrated and I guess really the standout of Top Gun Maverick was the sound design. Being in the theater and hearing the planes, right, and feeling like you're a part of it was really in large part due to the sound. And I think that that's super exciting that F1 is doing the same kind of thing. And I love, again, it's the biggest compliment that I think people can make for this film, that this is like Top Gun Maverick but for racing. And I think that that's super exciting. So I don't have my tickets yet, I think, but I will be getting my tickets soon for F1 because there's just so many movies coming out that I have to make reservations for. But guys, are you excited for F1 the movie? Are you a fan of F1 the sport? And does this make you more or less excited for the movie just based on what people are saying? Let me know in the comments down below.